Welcome back once again everyone, I'm Plays Games, this is EVE Online, and today we're doing a level 3 fitting for a battlecruiser. We only have 4 battlecruisers left on the list. They are in alphabetical order: the Cyclone, the Ferox, the Harbinger and the Prophecy. So as usual, we shall consult our good friend Mr. Random Number Generator. We'll say minimum 1, maximum 4, and give us a number please. Number 4, okay. So that means we're building a prophecy. That's quite good, I like prophecies. As always, we'll begin by examining the traits of the ship. Here they are. Per level of Amar battlecruiser skill, we get 10% bonus to drone hit points and damage, which is rather large. 10% per level is quite a large increase, and 4% bonus to all armor resistances. So this is telling us it's a drone boat and it should be armor tanked. Roll bonuses: it can use 1 command burst if we so wish. 50% bonus to the command burst area of effect range. It doesn't count when you're solo, because the command bursts don't affect your drones anyway, and 12.5% bonus to drone micro warp drive velocity, so our drones are going to be faster in moving from target to target, which is pretty cool. Let's have a look at the slots. There are 5 high slots and we have a choice. We have 4 turret slots and 4 missile slots. So we could go drones and missiles, which would give us fully selectable damage type and not use any capacitor at all, which is quite rare for an Amar ship. Or we can go lasers and use lasers and drones, in which case we would need to worry about our capacitor. I'll probably go missiles on this ship, and the 5th one can either be a command burst or a drone control link augmenter to increase our drone control range. Mid slots, there's only 4 of them, so that definitely tells us we're not going to be doing a shield tank on this thing. It'll be a propulsion module, probably at least 1 capacitor module, and then maybe drone upgrades or missile upgrades or something. A huge 7 low slots. That means we can either have a huge tank or quite a lot of damage modules, and then maybe capacitor and other drone upgrades, as well as our usual single rep and reactive armor hardener tank. I mean, I have made some crazy fits with prophecies that have 5 medium armor repairers and it's cap stable, but you simply don't need that much tank. That was just for a meme. And we also have the usual 3 rigs slots and 400 calibration to play with. So I think we shall start off with the armor tank. So we'll go to hull and armor, armor hardeners, reactive armor hardener, and then we'll get a Tech 2 medium armor repairer on this thing, and then we'll get a large compact cap battery on just to run them both. And whilst we're in the mid slots, we might as well fit an afterburner to this thing. We'll put a Tech 2 10 meganewton afterburner. I don't think we need to be much faster than 400 meters a second. It is fairly slow. We'll leave the other 2 for now, because as we see, this thing is cap stable with the afterburner and the tank running, and if we fit it for missiles, that is all the cap it's ever going to need, so everything else can be drone upgrades or other things upgrades, which I think is rather nice. In fact, let's just investigate whether or not a Tech 2 medium cap battery would be enough to make it stable. No, 16 minutes 15. As good as stable, to be honest. So if we need more fitting room, we know we can downgrade that to a Tech 2 medium. Right, turrets and launchers. I think I've talked myself into making this a missile platform. Because the drones can go all the way out to 60 kilometers, because I have maximum drone skills, I'm not sure if I'll need a drone control link augmenter in the 5th high slot. And also because the drones can operate at 60, it's pushing me towards using the longer range heavy missile launcher 2s. So we'll just put some Scourge. Now let's go Scourge Fury. Let's go for maximum damage. Maximum flight range 47 kilometers, not bad. Only gets 133 DPS because it's completely unbonused. All the DPS is coming from my skills and my skills alone. Now what do we want to do? We should put some drones on this thing. It only has 75 megabits, so it can only use 3 heavy drones or 3 sentry drones. Not that you really want to be using sentry drones in groups of 3, but it does have 225 cubic meters of space in the drone bay. So maybe we do have enough room to put, say, 3 Warden 2s on, which would give us 207 DPS on the drones alone. We've still got lots of room in the drone bay. And then we can have a look at the usual 5 Tech 2 Hammerheads and 5 Tech 2 Hobgoblins. Is that 5? No, it's 4. No, it's 5. So 5 Hammerheads is giving 237, which is more than the Wardens. But at least the Wardens don't have to move. So we could even look at extending the range of everything out to really stupidly long ranges and then putting a micro jump drive on this thing. But I don't think we'll need to do that. I think around 60 kilometers is probably long enough. So we'll just leave the drones like that for now. We will leave the Hammerheads selected because they're going to be the ones we want to have out more than anything else. So let's have a look in drone upgrades. We are going to want at least 3 drone damage augmenters. There we are. That's the drones up to 376 DPS. 337 with 2. 376 with 3. So if we put a 4th one on, we're really not going to get much benefit from it. So now I'm thinking we can actually get some ballistic control systems on this thing just to increase the missile damage. So that's putting it up to just under 200 from 133. Not too bad. Mid slots. What do we want on the mid slots? I believe we're going to want at least 1 missile guidance computer so we can actually get the missiles out to about 60. It's 52 with no script, so if we put a range script in, then it'll go to 58. That's pretty good. We'll put a precision script in the cargo as well. Now the drones already have a built-in upgrade from the trait, which is 12.5% bonus to drone micro warp drive velocity. This is just a single 12.5% bonus, it's not per level. So if we want our drones to be even faster from target to target, we can put on a drone navigation computer too, and then that leaves us with the rig slots. Now because we are going to be using the Hammerhead 2s for most of our damage, that means they're going to attract fire from cruisers and destroyers and things like that, so we need them to be able to survive all that incoming fire. Because I have level 5 Amar battlecruiser bonus, they are getting 50% more hit points and damage, but I think we can help out their hit points a little bit more by adding a drone rig under medium, which is the drone durability enhancer 2, which is going to push the CPU way over. So let's put a overclock, where is it, processor overclocking 1, and see if that then allows us to fit the drone durability tech 2. Yes it does. And then we're going to have to filter for remaining resources and rigs. And we have still got an awful lot of power left, so we did say we could downgrade this large compact cap battery to medium. So let's investigate that right now. We'll just put all the filters back to how they were. Total engineering equipment cap batteries medium tech 2. That doesn't actually save us much CPU. That was the whole point of doing that, was to save, in fact, 11 minutes. Right, let's put that back to how it was. Okay, I really kind of want to get a command burst module on this, so let's have a look at fleet assistance modules. Command burst, armor command burst 2, nowhere near enough CPU for a tech 2, or even a tech 1. I suppose we could downgrade some stuff to compact, or change this tech 1 rig to a tech 2 rig. Let's see what that would allow us to do. Take that off, put this on. Unfortunately that pushes our... 2 reasons we're not doing this. 1, it puts us over calibration, and 2, it doesn't give us enough CPU anyway. We could try removing one of the ballistic control systems and replacing it with a CPU coprocessor. Let's try that then. That's a little bit more like it, isn't it? That's much nicer. We've still got lots of fitting room, so what else can we do rigs wise? Let's filter it by rigs and remaining resources. Now let's put a charge in this. I believe the rapid repair charge is the one that's best for solo play. If we see at the minute we're only repairing 40.9 hit points a second, this one goes up to 48.1, which is pretty good. Energizing charge gives us more resistances, but we're getting more resistances from the trait already, and the reinforcement charge just simply gives us more hit points, so that rapid repair is definitely the one we want. Let's have a look at some more drone rigs, shall we? Now according to this we can fit another durability rig. Control range augmenter puts it up to 75, but that's beyond our targeting range, so there's not much point doing that. Scope chips, not much point. Now the speed Speed Augmenter 2 could be pretty good. Again, this will add another 20% onto the speed of our drones from target to target. We're getting 12.5% from the trait and another 30% from this module. So we could put this on to make the drones super speedy, which I think is probably a good idea considering we're going to be using medium drones for most of our damage. Let's show info on our drones, go to attributes. The numbers in green are what they're going to be like with all the fittings and upgrades and skills. Maximum velocity, shade over 4,000 meters a second. I mean, that's pretty good. The DPS on this ship is not great. It is only 541 DPS, but it's cap stable, it's got a right good tank, because as we know, this reactive armor hardener will make these numbers even better, because it can go up to 60 on a single damage type or 30-30 to 2 different ones. So it should survive any level 3 mission we fire at it. We will just have a look quickly at whether or not a second ballistic control system will give us more DPS and a third drone damage. So we're at 541 DPS now and 534, so drones is the way to go. Quite a hastily thrown together fit, but I think maybe this is the way we should go. Or do we take a very quick look at how much extra DPS we'll get from using heavy assault launchers? But the range will be absolutely terrible with these things, so maybe this is a bad idea. 615, maximum range 21. If we change that to the longer range javelins, only 37. I think we'll go back to the heavies. Right, so I think this is the fit we're going to go with. Very fast drones, very durable drones, decent tank. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but it is going to be self-bursting itself, so the tank is even stronger. Right, I shall go and buy this, and then we shall run some level 3 missions together. Alright, this is our brand new Prophecy. I do like the way Prophecies look. Short and squat and powerful with a big pointy, very shiny nose. Yes, the missile launchers look a little bit silly, but then they always do on almost any ship. Big and bulky, ugly missile pods on this otherwise rather nice looking ship. And I also bought a big batch of all the different types of missiles, except for the ones that do thermal damage, because we don't really need these. And I bought some explosive drones as well, because we had enough room in the drone bay to fit them in. So let's get a level 3 mission. Alright, we've been handed Silence the Informant. 499,000 risk if we complete the mission, with an extra 534 if we complete it within 4 hours and 8 minutes, and 1500 loyalty points. So let's accept and get moving. Now I believe that this mission at level 4 at least is drones and mercenaries, so it's just as well I brought lots of different damage types with me. And on the way to this agent I took the liberty of organising the drones into drone folders and rearranging all the modules. I think we'll try running the missile guidance computer just without a script at the moment. We know it's cap stable, so we'll turn all this on. Now, the annoying thing about command bursts is that although your skills increase the duration, here we are, modifier duration, so every time I click this, our armor repair module's duration and cap use gets better by 15% for 90 seconds. But because CCP are a little bit crap these days, the cycle time of the module is only 60 seconds. So what is the point in increasing the duration of the module if when you leave the module running it just fires every 60 seconds? What they should have done was link the duration skills to the cycle time skills. So now you're left with a choice. You either leave the command burst running all the time, which means every 60 seconds it's going to use 1 charge and provide this bonus to the fleet, or you micromanage it and you have to keep watching just above the HUD, just here, for the icon, and when the icon disappears after 90 seconds then you'll manually click this 1 more time. So it's either a lot of micromanagement or you burn through a lot more charges than you need to. It's a stupid thing and they need to fix it.
Warp drive active.
So I'm gonna do the micromanagement thing. I'm just gonna right click this, set auto repeat off, and as soon as we land I'm gonna click it. Actually no, I'm gonna wait until our shields go down. There's not much point giving ourselves an armor repair bonus when the shields are still up. And okay, drones it is. And there's one there, so we need to group the weapons and reload to EM. And just get the medium drones out straight away, just send them up there. We'll approach the gate. And our missiles go out to 52, so we're not quite close enough. Alright, one bad guy dead. As usual, because these are drones, they're not going to drop anything. Now that strain means it's an elite frigate, so we need to get the drones to kill that first. As soon as we have it targeted, we'll change them. Because that strain thing will eat up our medium drones pretty damn quick. Here it is. Evil little swine. And the drones missed because they were going so fast that they all overshot it. Come on boys, slow down. There they are. Now our drones are in their orbit path and they're slowly killing this thing. Come on, kill it faster. Well, the drones are not doing a very good job on that drone, and indeed they're getting shot up. There we go, now we killed it. Just stop the ship, in fact we'll just reapproach the gate. And the drone's focus fire has gone wrong yet again. Something else they need to fix. It's been broken for 19 years and they seem unable to keep 5 drones attacking the same target. I don't know why that's so difficult to fix, but apparently it is. The drones are missing an awful lot because when they arrive at an enemy they're going so damn fast because of all the things we've put on them. So they actually miss until they establish their orbit path. And then they make a right good mess of things. Well, one of them took a little bit of armor damage. Not a huge issue.
Warp drive active.
Our shields took 2% damage. I should have reloaded my missiles to skewers because it's going to be mercenaries through this gate. Let's see if I can reload before we land. Not quite. Okay, and some guys have spawned right up on us, which is fine. What we'll do, we'll put the little drones out this time, because there's frigates here. And we need to approach these guys up here. We're webbed due to the elite frigate, but we don't care. Bring the drones back. And put out the medium drones. Let them go and play with these guys. And I think we shall reload to a missile range script. And we'll just halt the ship here. A range script. And we'll just aggress these guys with our missile launchers. Go drones go. We'll just pop this command burst now. As we see, we do have the command burst icon on the screen, even though we are not in fleet mode, because when you're solo, you don't need to be in fleet mode. Then this blue ring around the outside is telling us how long we have this bonus for. The bonus is 15% faster cycles on our repair, so more hit points a second, and the capacitor use bonus to offset that. So we'll have to keep an eye on this. When this disappears, then we'll click this, because this will be ready to fire again when that still has 30 seconds left on it. Well, the drones have completely destroyed everything in this room. Let's bring them back. 31, 30, that's ready to go again. So if I'd left that on auto repeat, we would have wasted 30 seconds.
Warp drive active.
Which means we would be eating through the charges faster than we need to. And these charges are consumed, they're not like scripts, they are ammo. Again, all these mercenaries drop things, but it's only a level 3 mission, so I'm not going to bother to loot the field. And very much like the level 4 version, here's the big guy and some missile towers. I do believe his pleasure hub will actually drop some nice things, so we'll go and crack it open. Get the drones to go and kill this guy, and then they'll attack the gun turrets on their own. Hopefully they'll all attack the same gun turret, it would be nice. Here he goes, dead. And indeed, they have all chosen the same target. Well done, little drones. Pleasure Hub basically has no hit points at all. It's either the ex-secret agent or the hub itself, but I think at level 3 one of them drops an implant. It's been a while since I ran this mission at level 3. See, the medium drones are just absolutely demolishing these tower sentry drone 2s. Well, it wasn't his wreck that had the implant, because it had nothing in it. I don't think anything else in this room drops anything. It's a skill book and it's worth 700,000, and we got some exotic dancers. 5 million-ish worth of exotic dancers and some RAM, which is used in Tech 2 manufacturing. Not the worst haul I've ever had. So let's complete this mission and get another one. This one is eliminate the pirate campers against Angel Cartel. Another reason and justification for me buying all this extra ammo. This is a very quick mission, 101,000 NISC, 116 more if you within about an hour, 419 loyalty points. I do believe this is only like 5 cruisers in a very tight cluster. This will take a matter of minutes and not very many of them. So on the way we'll just reload to Nova, then we'll have to remember to put out our Valkyries and Warriors because this is against Angel Cartel. You can probably unload the missile range script.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, this mission lets you choose your warping distance. I don't think we have to care about that. We'll just go in at whatever the mission default is and smash everything to pieces. A beautiful, shiny ship. Okay, how many enemies do we have waiting for us? Let's see, it's more than I thought. It's 3 cruisers and 5 destroyers. Literally right on top of us, but we don't really care about that. Full control, drag a box. Here we go. Then we'll just put out the light drones just now to smash the destroyers. And of course they've chosen to shoot at a cruiser. Because why wouldn't they? Not quite sure what our drones are doing because we're not getting any damage. Wow, that was weird. We weren't getting any drones have missed notifications either. Well, 2 of the drones just spent all their time kind of bouncing off things. Maybe our drones are too fast. Believe it or not, that could be the problem. Our light drones are going, well, because these are the Minmatar drones, they are going at 10,000 meters a second from target to target. That's why they're kind of bouncing around all over the place. It takes them a long time to get into their orbit path. See, this is the only one that's in orbit, and he's the only one that's actually dealing damage. The rest of them are just doing something. I'm not sure what they're doing. Let's bring them back in. Maybe our drones are too fast. This one's so fast it's overshot when it's trying to get back into our ship. Oh, come on, man. Would you just get in the ship? Oh, God. Right, let's just abandon this drone. Yes. And put out some mediums instead. I think our drones are actually too fast. Whoops. That's better. Medium ones are slower, but that means they're actually not missing everything, they're actually able to hit things. That was absolutely bizarre. But medium drones are getting the job done big time. Again, these guys have missed because they were going too fast. Maybe what we should do is replace this drone navigation computer with a drone tracking link with a tracking speed script in it. Because that will slow the drones down a bit and it will give them better tracking, so we won't have this insane rubber banding, bouncing off things and missing all the time issue. Right? Looks like we're going to try and squeeze in a third mission. Right click the capacitor, reconnect to the drone that we abandoned, and now tell it to get its ass on board. And now it's made it. Good. Right, let's go and hand this mission in and change the fit.
Drive active.
And I'll come back after I've done that. Alright, fit has been changed. The drone navigation computer 2 has been taken off and replaced with an omnidirectional tracking link 2 with a tracking speed script in it. So that will slow down our drones by a little bit, and it will also increase the drone's tracking, both of which should contribute to our drones missing less often, because they were actually going too fast for their own good, believe it or not. And to test this out, we've been handed this mission, the Sevens Prison Facility. I believe this is against mercenaries, even though there's no icon and it doesn't specifically say mercenaries, but I believe these are a mercenary group. We have 140,000 ISK reward, with another 199,000 if we do it within 1 hour and 32 minutes, and a paltry 565 loyalty points on offer. So let's go and do this and see if our drones behave themselves this time. See, it is possible to have too much of a good thing, and our drones were too fast. Again, this is something we could have chosen our warp-in distance at. I don't think we have to care about that. I'll turn on all the weapons and the armour, tank stuff. Reload to Scourge, because I believe these are mercenaries who will be weakest to kinetic damage. So if we were to use these warriors again, well, they're still going at 8,000 meters a second. Slower than 10, and they've got better tracking now. So we should see less rubber banding than we had been. Now, I don't believe this is everything. Let me lock things, please. Good, they're within our range. Everything has aggressed us, that is fantastic. Let's put out the light drones, get them to go and kill these frigates. I believe we have to destroy the prison. No, it just says eliminate the leader of their forces and then report back. But that is showing as an overseer's structure, so I think we're going to destroy it anyway. For a level 3 mission, this is not a lot of enemies. I mean, level 3 missions really need... in fact, the whole mission system needs an upgrade. Let's be honest about this. It is a bit of a joke. I mean, some level 2s are harder than some level 3s. They are not the most imbalanced of things. A lot less misses, but we're still missing a decent amount whilst they get into their orbit path. But yeah, that's better. Seeing a lot, once they are on orbit path, we are seeing on the damage scroll a lot more penetrates and smashes.
Yeah, true.
And that's mission complete apparently. I'm gonna smash the prison with my missiles, because I might as well contribute something myself. Whilst the drones absolutely wreck these sentry guns. Yeah, let's see what's in this container. I mean, most missions have never been touched since the day they were brought into the game about, what, 15, 16 years ago? And as we all know, ships are constantly rebalanced. Which means that missions have fallen way behind the power curve. Now let's see what's in this box. It is some slaves which are illegal. So they're worth nothing and they're illegal, so I ain't picking them up. Right, drones, come back. That's everything dead. Let's leave. We'll have a look in this Schmid wreck. Because as we see, it does say mission generic medium wreck. Because again, he is not a commander. But we'll have a look in his wreck anyway. Yep, a whole load of random garbage. Alright, mission complete. So that is how I would fit a Prophecy battlecruiser for level 3 missions. We were never in any danger. I think the worst damage we took was like one of our drones took about 2% armour damage. It is not fastest of ships, it's slow, it's reliable, it's methodical, the DPS is pretty weak, but it will get the job done eventually. You don't have to pay very much attention when you're in a Prophecy, just look after your drones for drawing aggro. So when we come back, we'll probably be back on battleships and doing level 4 missions again. So I hope to see you again for that, and I hope you remain in good health until then. I will talk to you again very soon.